Torpedo. There's the drone, way up in the sky, straight ahead, as you can very well see. Show you again. See the drone? There it is. And the last time I seen this, I think it was like east 120, I think it was. And then when I get home, it'll be northwest 330 or something like that. That's what it shows. Isn't that weird? But remember, that's Venus, Mercury, Mars, whichever planet you want to pick today is whichever one it is, because that's how the goalposts are constantly moved for targeted individuals. Been dealing with a whole bunch of cell phone drama, as always. How you like that crap? Cell phone drama. My phone never works. See, right in front of me, still. And what you don't see is just as I can see, and the normal, regular people can see an airplane flying through the sky or a bird going from one tree to another. When you're riding with me and you're in my world, and even total strangers, as I showed you before, can literally see that right there moving in the air. Somebody said, oh, that's the parallax view, and because you hearted my comment means you don't even know what the parallax view is. Yeah, the same thing happened when the people said, you know, you got that other disease that says when you see faces everywhere you look. Except when I can blow it up and I can take you to the exact camera that recorded the image that is implanted into my media. Oh, the goalpost changed again. Can't ever win when it comes to this program. I've been suffering again with the horrific, and they're switching it from the bottom of my mouth, bottom right side of my mouth, to the top right side of my mouth. They keep switching it back and forth to cause me immense pain. I was up all night long suffering through this, and as I speak now, they're throbbing it now. They're going boom, 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 hitting it hard. And the whole goal, and this is another thing that happens regularly to hard targets, is they love to take our teeth. It's like a badge of honor for these psychopaths. They love to take our teeth. They love to take our jobs. They love to take our lives. Look at what we did. The program works perfectly, boss. We're killing them all slowly. Or actually quickly. It took them 8 months to steal my home, my property, and my business. 8 months of 24-hour harassment. 8 months of it. I had it all. Took about a year for them to kill my fiance. Took about a year of hard labor to take down my best friend as well. They had him hang himself. They can have you kill yourself in a heartbeat and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. There it is again. Woo-hoo. It's always right in front of me. It's weird. It's always directly in front of where I'm going to be. Look, turn back into it, and there it is again. It's all, no matter which direction I point, and this is one thing the trolls can never debunk. No matter which direction I go, left, right, side to side, or back up, it is always in front of me. How do you do a 180 and go the other direction that's in front of you again? Anyway, same old crap, man. Just that non-stop torture. I watch a lot of First Amendment audits. A lot of government accountability, because, you know, I never was an activist. Oh, look at all the police. Ooh, look at all the police. That's a bunch of police piled up in that driveway. Ooh, that ain't good. I hate cops. I hate their existence. See, and that's a shame. I gotta go to hell. God's gonna send me to hell because I hate cops. That's a crappy reason. I love my neighbor. Don't love cops. I take care of people. I mean, I guess I don't love my neighbor. It's just, you know, I know I sound schizophrenic right now, but that's the world I live in. But I was watching a video from Pacific Northwest Accountability, I think it is, PNWA, Pacific Northwest Accountability, I think it is. His name's Jeremiah, and he goes out and he films in public. Well, there's a video he had where he went into the health department a couple months ago. He walks in the health department and is recording quietly as he could possibly be, and some old douchebag with a security badge and a gun runs up, gets in his face, starts demanding him start filming, and then grabs him 3 times trying to steal his phone. Then when Jeremiah defends himself, I don't know whether I guess he struck him 2 or 3 times to get him off. every dumb piece of crap American sheep in that audience, in the waiting room, was ready to jump on the photographer, not the security guard who had no authority whatsoever to lay his hands on somebody. They all, and Jeremiah did a good job. He finally, and listen, there's a lot of guys I criticized vehemently because I don't like a coward. At least Jeremiah swung back. But I was watching the court case, and this guy's in there, the older white guy, beard, probably 65, maybe 60, 65. Looked to be a young 65, whatever you may think that is. And the guy's on the stand, and he's so confident. He's like, yes, I've had training. I was a former security guard, and he walked up in there, and he was being loud and abrasive, and he was disrupting everybody. And he assaulted and he kept calling the assailant, the perpetrator, the defendant. He never would say the photographer. He never would mention him by his name, Jeremiah. He just kept saying the assailant because, just like cops, they're always weaving a web of lies. Just like when the cops are beating you, tasing you, and trying to kill you, stop resisting. Once they say that, you're going to die. Stop resisting. You are going to die when they say that. So this douche nozzle was on the stand. The assailant struck the guard 3 times. All he had to do was turn over his cell phone and stop filming. And Jeremiah's, and bless her heart, I don't know if it's a court-appointed attorney. It was a diversity hire, female, Blackerfin was his attorney. And she's like taking 20-second pause in between every question. She's re-asking the same question that's already been answered like 10 different times. She really didn't ask anything relevant to the case. But the guy's like, the assailant assaulted, he struck, he hit the guy 3 times, and we were all shocked. And the woman's like, well, was everyone else in there using their phones? Oh, but everyone else was holding their phones down, and they were like watching Facebook and stuff, because they were alone, but they were using their cell phones. And yeah, well, the woman never said, well, was he allowed to record in there? Do you know if he was allowed to record in there? Do you know if he has a constitutional right to record in there? She never once said those words. And I'm like, what's this dumb bitch doing? Why isn't she asking questions relevant to the situation? She never once asked, do you know for sure if he's allowed? What constitutional right would that be if he was recording in public? She didn't go into that. She asked like she asked 6 questions. 4 of them were asked and answered, so the objection was sustained. But the guy was up there the whole time, in his eyes and everyone else's eyes in that waiting room that day. It was perfectly not only normal, but it was heroic for that security guard to walk up to a grown man and grab him, assault him, and try to force him out of a public waiting room. I'm sitting there, and I know I woke Tina up. I was cussing the TV. I do that around, quite frequently now, since I've pretty much lost my faith in faith. Just cussing the TV, cussing these, because you know what? It's the boomers. What's happening in America today is because of the boomers. Because they were fed the Andy Griffith, cops are good, they're here for our protection, and then they let the government just screw us beyond no redemption. They ain't bringing this place back. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to predict right now. Let me be a psychic. The Republicans have had the House for 10 months, and they have yet to file a letter of impeachment on Joe Biden. Well, we're still investigating. They have yet to subpoena Hunter Biden to the stand. You know what they do? When they want to get somebody up there, they say, please show up. And they'll say please for like a year. And people don't show up. They just let them violate the Congress. Instead of saying, what they should do is right then and there, as soon as they need to get somebody up there, you subpoena their ass. You don't wait for them to deny your request. You demand it by order of law. But no. So what's going to happen is they're going to file the order of impeachment about the last 2 weeks that they still have control of the House. And then guess what's miraculously going to happen? they're going to lose the House again. And then what they'll do, and then the Senate will be so close, but the Republicans will get the Senate back, but it'll be so very close. That way, nothing happens except Joe Biden's agenda. Just like you think that there'll ever be another Republican elected to office of president? You're out of your mind. This country's done. Donald Trump had a chance. He had the best chance of anybody to get the job done, and he didn't do shit. He squandered it. And was the numbers saying that it was a success? Absolutely. It was the most successful presidency in our, not only our lifetime, but the past 100 years is the best. I mean, the most prosperity ever under one president was under Donald Trump. The numbers show that all the way up to COVID when they attacked us with a supposed biological weapon. I know it wasn't a biological weapon. I know that it was 5G, and it was a weapon was created to mimic the effects of 5G to cover it up. But we won't go into that too deeply. But yeah, they do nothing. So here these patriots. I support the blue. I got a blue line sticker, and I got a red line sticker for the firefighters is good. These idiots, every day, if they could, to make them feel complete, they would love to suck off any first responder, blue line backer, or government agent. It is just remarkable to me that the Munchausen's it works so very well. It's no different than a Jew would be worshiping a Nazi, than the American public worship our overlords, worship our oppressors. So here's this goddamn dumb SEAL, government worker, he was recording in public, he assaulted that security guard just doing his job. The security guard may remain calmed all the time. He got a little stern, but he never raised his voice. And let me go to the same analogy as I always go to. If I'm hitting you over the head and I'm raping you, ladies, if I'm raping you, and while I'm taking every bit of life from your body, sexually, and I'm speaking slowly, calmly, and I'm saying, please, does that mean I'm not raping you? Of course I am. It doesn't matter how I say it. He was so calm while he was reaching and trying to take the man's cell phone from him. Let me tell you the on average is what you may not know, but you need to know. Security guards cannot, let me repeat, cannot go hands-on unless they're trying to stop imminent danger or a violent felony, which is the same thing. Imminent danger. They cannot go hands-on. They can't do it. Let alone they can't freaking try to steal your cell phone from you when you're in public. And it's this dumb SEAL. Security guard. He's a hero. Jeremiah's a criminal. Let me show you. I'm going down west now. You see it? So it was in the east. Now it's in the west. I'm going west. You see it? So it's just ridiculous. The dumb sheep in America. We deserve everything that's got to listen. They have logged in over 24,000 military-age men, Chinese, coming over the border. That's what they've seen come over the border. That's actually listed. What they've wrote down. That's not talking about the ones that have been coming in on planes, the ones that's been coming over on boats, the ones that were already here, the ones that are coming in from. That was just the southern border. That's not the Canadian border. And as I've told you, which you probably didn't know, that Justin Trudeau, the last 8 years, has been training the Chinese army in North American warfare. There's a whole city in Canada. I think it's near Quebec. There's a whole city is nothing but Chinese military in the entire city. Land, air, and sea, they're coming. And they've got us whooped. Why? We're at the lowest numbers of troops that we've had since before World War I. Before World War I, we had the lowest number of troops right now. And we have probably the weakest military ever in American history. Right now. They're a bunch of social justice warriors. I don't know what a pecker means. I don't know what a vagina means. Rainbow wackos. They're lunatics. And they're being trained to kill you. You, the people. They only change the color of their uniforms when they're getting ready to change their war. What do you mean change their war? When they change where they have their war. No more desert. No more sand camo. Oh, no, 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 no. Now they got the camo for America. You know, and I'll say, I'll reiterate again, I don't know how long this video goes. I'm just talking because I'm bored and I'm trying to stay awake because I'm hurting so bad. I'm in immense pain. I don't know why, but the algorithm on my TV, and I know what they're doing. They're setting me up when they finally decide to come and take me away. They'll have YouTube play certain channels on my TV to make it seem like that's what I want to watch. That's what I want to learn. So they always do that. There's that Jocko dude, was he a Navy SEAL, and now he's got a podcast. I mean, how many Navy SEAL podcasts do we need? Here are these goddamn murderers. They're murderers, okay? These murderers get on there and they sit there and talk about when they went to other countries that didn't do nothing to us, and they murdered all these men, women, and children. And they did, it was justified because we're Americans. We ain't the bad guys. No, I'm telling you, we are the bad guys. We are the great Satan. Men in caves did not fly airplanes into our buildings. Why? Because airplanes never went into buildings. Never happened. Osama bin Laden was a CIA agent. But the dumb sheep, we love America. We gonna fly our flags and we gonna worship first responders because they're heroes. Jackasses. And every time I come in, this Jocko dude's reading a book from a soldier that wrote a book when his time in the military. I was in the water. It was rain. It was sideways rain. It was upside down rain. It was rain from the left. It was rain from the right. It was rain coming around the corner. It was crooked rain. It was straight rain. It was wet rain. It was cold rain. It was dry rain. It was hard rain. It was soft rain. I am just, the fear now of this country falling is just about faded away. I mean, it still makes me sick. It still makes me sick to see how fast this thing is going to go, knowing my children they won't listen. They will not listen. The Bible says to pack a bag and leave Babylon, but nobody will listen to me. So, if my kids are going to die, I guess I'll just die here with them. If they're not going to be smart enough to go with me and get the hell out of Dodge, then I guess I'll just have to watch them die. I mean, I'll die first, so I won't have to watch them, but they're going to suffer because they won't listen. What do you do? All I can do is warn people. Because remember, I ain't been wrong about much anything. I've been right 98% of the time. I have death-defying accuracy about what's to come. Why? Because I know the evil in this world. The Bible tells us what the devil's going to do. It tells us the good guys are the bad guys. America is the bad guy. We're the only country that fights a war for freedom and we don't keep the land. No, we just go over there, burn it to the ground, kill millions of people, and then our corrupt politicians hire their own buddies who have construction companies, and in our tax dollars rebuild the countries so we go back and bomb them again and start again. How many wars have we won? And here's something I really thought about, and it really burnt me to a crisp, and I'm still pissed off about it. How many wars have we won, guys? What happens if I tell you that we've never won a war? Would you believe that? So think about this. World War II was a false flag. Pearl Harbor, you think any great military mind would put our entire naval fleet, the largest in the world, on one little island in Hawaii? You think that's what a great thinking mind would do? Of course not. We know that Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin, where they faked a ship blowing up, getting blown up by the Vietnamese, that got us into Vietnam. Just like the false flag of, oh, there's planes and buildings. That was a false flag to get us in the Middle East. Just like the Black Hawk Down going to Somalia, that was a false flag. I mean, everything's a lie. So when they say, oh, those poor settlers from the United States, well, let's call it the 13 colonies. They fought the biggest army in the world, the Redcoats. They fought them and won. We didn't fight shit. We didn't win shit. It was all determined before they started. The same families fund both sides of the war. They watch people murder themselves, and then they make money in the process. And then when they put a new government in power, they own the government. They put in power, and they make more money. And then they go out and murder people. We send our kids to die, and then we bring them back home, and we watch them walk around and. Well, I'm a hero. Why are you a hero? You signed up for a lie. You went to the Middle East over a lie. My best buddy, not my best buddy, but one of my good buddies, his son got blown up in a RPG at, a landmine. His truck hit a man. Landmine killed him. Young boy, good-looking kid. I think I sold him his first car as a '69 VW. I sold him. That's how I met my buddy. He got blown up over there in the sandbox, in the litter box of hell. Died. And when everybody, and I especially, started waking up, I mean, I knew we shouldn't have been there to start with. I knew 9/11 it was a lie. As soon as I walked in the bank at 9:07 that morning, they had TVs up on the counters showing us all this destruction. I knew it was a lie. The kid died for a lie. He died over a lie. I'm going to go defend my country over there because they're attacking our freedom here. Nobody attacked our freedom here. But let me tell you this much, they won. Every time I have to go to a government building, I got to take my belt off and my shoes off, and I got to go through a X-ray machine, or people have to go to the TSA, the most bumbling bunch of dumb fucks, pardon my language, in the country, who have never once stopped a terrorist attack, but 60% of the people they catch are actual TSA agents that are breaking the law. Smuggling drugs and people? It's all corrupt. It's all corrupt. Still up there. And when I get home, when I pull in the driveway, it's going to be right in front of my house. Remember that. That's why I'm holding on to you. That's how long it's taking me to get to the house from where I was. We weren't the greatest nation to beat the greatest nation. No, we weren't. They decided we were going to be the next nation. So what? So they could build it from scratch. And that's what they did. The Illuminati built our country from scratch. And I'm sorry, all you Christians out there, just like Phil Robertson and his family. Oh, our founders were godly men. No, they were not. They were worshiping Satan. Moloch was their god. They were sacrificing children. Benjamin Franklin had, 30 bodies buried under his house? Benjamin Franklin. They were evil men. Look at the layout of Washington D.C. Pentagrams, obelisk, all the worship to Set and I mean, it's just. We were born, bred, and created. America was born, bred, and created for evil. The Statue of Liberty is a representation of Satan himself, the light bearer. No, it's not. That's supposed to tell all them third world crap people to come here and take over. We welcomed our huddled masses. Bring your poor and uneducated and you're hungry, and bring them here and feed them off the taxpayers' tit so they could have big fine houses and steal the jobs from everyday Americans. So the white man is starved to death in the ghettos of America. You may think that's funny or facetious or rude, but it's nothing more than the truth you're going to hear right here. The actual truth is what I just said out of my mouth. This was never a great nation. We were under God's blessings for a while because people did live godly in America. They did live godly. And then we got busy with making money in life, and they started stealing everything from us, so the moms couldn't be at home raising their children. So the government was raising the kids, and the cost of living went up, but the standard of living went down. Wages hasn't been brought up in 40 years, but people are holding on for dear life. You got your dumb little, you're being entertained. You got your cell phone and your new Snickers and cable TV. I hope you're entertained just enough to keep you distracted on this big thing known as the prison. Known as the prison you're in. Oh, I should have pointed that one out to you. You'll see it. See, here's the other one that's still over there. You see it? The real bright one's over on this side. It's behind me. You'll see it here directly. Prison planet. Prison planet. Just like Alex Jones says. That man is almost... Alex Jones has only been wrong once, and that's when he said Sandy Hook was not a false flag. When Alex Jones said Sandy Hook really happened, that's when he failed. That's when he lost. That's when they came after him, right then and there. Look over here now. Let me show you the real bright one following me. See if you can see it over in the distance. See it following me? Can you see it way out yonder? It's coming. Right with me. See? It's going with me side to side to side. Follow me all the way off the mountain. Anyway, I gotta hold on. I'm almost there. That trip took 26 minutes. That's craziness. My mouth hurts so bad, there's nothing gonna stop it. My buddy's like, man, just put some gas, swish some gas around in your mouth. I ain't drinking. I'm sorry, I ain't swishing gasoline. It'll probably work, but I know it's not gonna work. Why do I know it's not gonna work? Because when they induce pain into your body, nothing stops it. Nothing. So like I said, well, you got voices in your head. You can just take this little pill here, take this red pill, and them voices will stop. Not when it's not. When it's artificially being implanted into your mind, it's not a disease. It's a weapon. You can't. What that pill does is it turns that weapon off over there 4 miles up on the satellite. It turns the weapon off when you take that pill. Yeah, you're a dumbass. Are you stupid? Was it Forrest Gump? Tom Hanks, the pedophile's daughter, was in Forrest Gump. Are you stupid or something? What did I tell you? Right in front of my house. Oh, look out, look out. All the Mexicans are coming home. They're like ants coming home every day. Every one of them got a brand new pair of shoes. They all got a brand new cell phone. They all living the good life. Look, Mexican's sitting down in the middle of the road with his lights off. Sitting in the middle of the road with the lights off. Let me show you. Look, what I tell you, right in front of my house. See? Right in front of the house. How did I know it was going to be there? Right in front of the house. You didn't know that was happening, did you? Look, you didn't know. See? All of them. Brand new cell phones, brand new tennis shoes. They all got it made. About 20 of them living in one house, getting $2,200 a month from the government. $2,200 a month from the government. They ain't no elderly senior citizen on Social Security making that kind of bank. Nope, nope, nope. They ain't making that bank. Anyway, see ya.